This is a special edition of the Flashing Lights Report. It may sound a little cheesy, but I'm actually honored to be talking to you, Faith Evans. I grew up on your music, you know, and I've seen everything that you've been through just watching from afar. And as a fan, I can say thank you for coming out to hang out with me today.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Now, I know that you have a lot going on, reality shows, albums, but first let's talk about this reality show. You signed up for R&B Divas. And with the world of reality show, or this matrix, if you will, of reality shows, did you ever think that you'd be sucked into this matrix of reality shows?
I am definitely not sucked in. I am a co-creator and executive producer, and you know, basically, no, you know, I'm not bound to do anything. You know, I didn't sign up for craziness, and you don't see me giving that. You know what I mean? I first season it was about the album and about the you know, charity and giving back to the Whitney Houston Academy.
Now, whose idea was that? Was that something that you said, this is what I want to do for Whitney?
Yeah, me and Nikki Gilbert Daniels, who's the co-creator of the show. It kind of came in phases. We kind of wanted to do something to honor Whitney, and I thought I wanted to give it to her foundation, but it wasn't up and running. And a friend of mine, Sharifa, the artist, she told me about the Whitney Houston Academy and that they were in, you know, financial need and stuff. And I'm like, that's perfect, because, you know, it's a way to honor her and still give back to the community and support the arts in schools, which, you know, played a big deal in my life growing up.
Of course. Now, were you a fan of the whole reality show thing before you decided to do this?
Yes.
Did you watch any of them?
I am a fan. I'm
like,
totally a fan. I watch Love and Hip Hop. I love Basketball Wives, all the Real Housewives. You know, yeah, I watch them.
Now,
I enjoy them.
I enjoy them too. It's kind of like my guilty pleasure.
I enjoy
But then
it.
when you are actually up there and you look at yourself like, okay, now I'm a part of this reality show thing, what did you not want to represent?
I didn't want to represent negativity. I didn't want to represent drama. And, you know, I just feel like everything, that was the whole gamble that we took in wanting to do a show that was a little bit different. I mean, but everybody has drama, so it would be unrealistic for there never to be moments. But that doesn't mean someone is fighting. That doesn't mean that, you know, I got a beef with you. And we wanted to be more about helping each other to figure out the problem and to negate the negativity between one another. Because my friend, I don't fight with my friends. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Got time for that.
I don't do that. So, you know, we wanted to be real about it. But at the same time, when the element of doing the album came in, and, you know, you got 5 different women, you get different personalities. So what one may be willing to share or feels is necessary for her to share with the world, the next one may not. And I'm that next one.
Yeah, but the name of the album is R&B Divas, and the name of the show is R&B Divas.
The name of the album is Faith Evans R&B Divas.
Okay, so that's the correction. So all of the ladies that you are on the show with are featured on the album.
Absolutely, and as well as Kelly Price and Fantasia, who do guest appearances on the album. But yeah, I mean, you know, it was a compilation effort. So it wasn't, you know, I think initially people probably expected it to be like a group effort where we're all songs singing together and, you know, but it was just a compilation album, and it kind of came together in the 9th inning, you know, and it just kind of fell in place and it made sense, and we were able to capture it on the show, you know, pretty much.
Now, are you excited about season 2?
I'm excited about it. We started filming already.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's going to be interesting because there's some new ladies in the mix.
That's what I'm hearing. So who are the new ladies?
Angie Stone
Okay.
and Latasha Scott from Escape.
So I heard Sunshine Anderson was going to be on it. Is that just a rumor?
You know what? I don't know. They may have talked to her. You know, when we initially came up with the concept, before we even shopped the show to anybody, Nikki and I had a long wish list of people that we would see, that we wanted to reach out to see if they were interested. And then the production decided, once we did get a deal, to focus on Atlanta. So, you know, there were lots of people that we're friends with in the industry in different states. So we wanted it to be something that eventually we could franchise and do, which we're doing R&B Divas LA next, you know. But Sunshine was one of the people we wanted. So it's very possible that the network or the production company reached out to her. Because although we're co-creators and executive producers, there's other people in the mix, you know, and I have to just say that, because sometimes you're not going to get it your way all the time. And, you know, I can't tell you that I don't know completely what they have in mind for second season, but I do know that I won't be a part of any craziness if that's what they have in mind.
Well, I mean, that's a good thing about it, is that you do have some sort of control with the show.
Yeah and no, but I do have control over me.
Yeah, and what's going on with that?
Exactly,
because the edits could make somebody look a little crazy.
They can, and that is very, very much true. Now, there's on one hand, what you put out there. If you put something out there and they're capturing it, but at the same time, there are ways that you can be captured in a way that you may have been responding to something when you said something or when you did something, and that part isn't shown. It's only your response, which was the case a lot in first season with my friend Nikki, and I have to kind of go to bat for her because she got a bad rap. People was like, she's a bitch, and y'all need to get rid of her. And I'm like, they don't get it. But most of the time she was like on the defensive end for one of us or for somebody, on the other side of the camera that may have done something across the line.
You just really got her reacting to something.
Exactly,
that
most of the time, because she's definitely not the person that the world was led to believe, and not that she needs anybody to, I don't feel like you owe people anything if you know who you are, but I just kind of had to say that based on that whole editing topic, because it's a killer.
Well, the thing that I love
but I'll
about...
be in the cut.
No, you do. You be chilling. You know what it is. The thing that I love about you so much is that when you hear your music, you know that you're speaking from experience. You know that you're actually living the things that you're going through. You actually put your heart and soul into it. So, one, I thank you for that. I thank you for doing that. And two, with your history, among other things, among everything else that you are, a mother, a great songwriter, a singer, you're always going to be known as B.I.G.'s wife. How do you feel about that, with everything that comes with that?
That's a wonderful compliment. I'm honored to have known and been a part of such of his life. He was the bomb person, regardless to all the tumultuous things in our relationship together. But I know that to this day we would still be friends if he was alive, and if we weren't together, we would definitely be good friends.
Now, I understand. Are you currently divorced? Or
yes.
So he was also in the industry, right? Was there anything that you would do different in that relationship? Because you guys were together for how many years?
Well, we never got divorced. We were together before we separated, probably for about a little under 2 years.
No, you and your recent
me
divorce.
and my last husband.
Yes, your last husband.
Ty. We were married for 14 years.
14 years. So with everything that you guys brought to the table, you guys had kids together. Is there anything that you wish that you could do differently within that situation?
No, I wouldn't say so. I've been through so many different situations in life, and I just feel like you learn things all the time, and I don't have any regrets about, oh my God, I wish I would have, then we would be together. I mean, I didn't see that being the turn our path would take, but I mean, sometimes it's for the better. If you're gonna be a better person or a better parent or whatever it might be without someone else, then that might be the best thing to do.
So are you ready to date? Are you?
I don't know.
Are guys
think sometimes
hollering at you now?
No, that's the thing. But I don't. No, not
you
really.
Want to date, or you just kind of like, I'm doing me?
I am doing me, and then on the other hand, I feel like I would entertain it, but then at the same time, I kind of don't. I don't know. I guess I'm funny about I don't know. I'm very much a people person. I love people. I'm cool with everybody, but in terms of just being with someone, it's like it's too much going on in the world.
It is. It is. But we get lonely.
I know, but I don't know. I'm waiting on. God to obviously, I'll feel like, oh my God, I should probably holler at him, or there's gonna be something to jog if I feel like somebody is worth my time and my attention.
So who's the craziest guy that's like try to talk to you and you're like, oh my God? Is anybody
People
that's
don't
like
really try and holler at me like that though. I'm serious, but maybe because I don't really be out a whole lot. I don't like, I go out with my friends, but it's usually on a little music spot, a little lounge or something where people are there that I know that I play with or that work with me or play in my band, and I don't know.
So who's your celebrity crush?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, I'm celibate or
okay, you got your little dial up, boo.
But
we all need that.
I don't really. I don't.
So who's your celebrity crush? Like, if you're like, you know what, he might. If I run into him one day,
well, I don't know.
You know you have that.
When I was married, I would have said Idris Elba, but now that I'm single,
now that still could be a celebrity crush.
I think I would say him. Yeah.
You know he sings too. Have you seen this video?
No, I haven't.
You should Google it. It's quite entertaining.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass serious.
Okay.
Yeah, he ventured out.
Is it good?
It's interesting. He's like on a beach with like high cut pants, singing his heart out. It's another side of Idris that I don't think we've ever seen before. We should definitely Google that.
Okay.
Now let's talk about your kids and being a mom, you know, and what it is that what you do. How does that affect them? You know, like, do they see mommy as like this R&B diva, you know, and do you have any advice if they want to get into your same field eventually?
Well, no, they definitely don't see me as anything but mom. Mm-hmm. I mean, they know this is my job, and of course they've been exposed to it in different ways, and you know, pretty much grew up. It's not like I just became an artist. I've been doing this, you know, for a long time. So, but they have an example in the fact that it doesn't consume me. I don't really take it home with me. Like, you know, I don't.
Your oldest is?
She'll be 20 next month.
Okay, so you guys, I'm sure you guys have real conversations. She's a woman and she's going through things with dating, or what is it that she does now? Is she a student or?
Yeah, she was in NYU at the Clive Davis School. Okay. But she just transferred to Musicians Institute in Hollywood because she wanted to come back. And I wanted her to come back too.
Aww. How proud are you of CJ?
CJ, he's funny. Oh my God. he's a funny kid.
He's been pursuing his acting thing, right?
Well, he was acting, and he gets calls from time to time to go read for stuff. But that's not something to kind of answer your other question. I'm not really pushing that. You know, there were a few exceptions. Of course, him doing Notorious and doing such a good job, and then he was able to do the movie with Will Ferrell after that. But, you know, and we have like certain rules. Like if you got to focus on school, and if your grades ain't right and somebody's saying, can CJ come read for this, you know, then you can't. So, but he's not tripping. It's not like, you know, we're out pursuing work in the acting industry. But, you know, sometimes something might come along and it's like, you know, if it's a good time for him and he wants to do it, then, you know, I'll let him do it.
Now, I heard a rumor. Are you working with Diddy on did he work with you on your last album, or are you guys back in the studio for a new album?
Neither.
Mm-mm. I read somewhere that you guys may possibly get back together for something.
I wouldn't say I would never do that, but we haven't been talking about working. I mean, we do keep in contact, but okay. We haven't talked about working. He's doing a million things.
He's doing his thing.
I couldn't even imagine trying to get on his schedule right now.
Now, it's not a secret. You know, you and Lil Kim have not had the best relationship, considering what happened, the infidelities and things like that. But are you guys okay today? Like, if she came into the room right now and was like, "Hey, Faith, what's up?" Are you guys on speaking terms?
I say hi to her when I see her. But I don't see her often. You said if she came in the room, I would say hi to her, but I don't have a relationship with her, but I don't have a problem with her. I totally wish her the best. I think she's a dope artist, and you know, I really can't wait for her to put out another album.
Oh, are you a fan of hers? Like,
absolutely. You know, our issues were based on, you know, a situation that was, you know, when Big passed away, to me, you know, none of that really meant anything. You know what I'm saying? Although I'm sure, you know, there was still leftover negative feelings. We had altercations, but I mean, come on, really? You know, there's no way I'm ever gonna, you know, I don't give my energy to stuff to perpetuate stuff like that.
You guys have grown.
It's been way too long.
Yeah.
I've definitely grown. I can't speak for her, and I'm assuming that at this time and at this age that she has. But
could there ever be a Faith and Kim collaboration?
Possibly so. I have wanted to do that in the past, actually. Really? But you know, it didn't happen. So
I think we should make that happen.
I mean, I would do it.
That would be really, really dope, because the status.
You know, just like anything else, if it made sense in the song, you know, which I doubt that it would be a whack record, because you know
we need fire.
But by the same token, I wouldn't do it. But you know, I wouldn't do it for purposes of, you know, people say that all the time. Oh, that would be dope. It would be epic, and yes, it would. But it would have to totally be natural, not on the timing of or to capture it for cameras or because of, you know what I mean. It would just have to happen because the right song came along and she and I were in that place of, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
That would happen organically. I think that would be like monumental.
It would
for sure. Now, R&B Divas season 2, you guys are currently taping. It's on TV One. Now, when the show actually premiered the first time, it was like the highest rated TV program on
that network.
How did you think that was going to happen when you guys were recording the show?
That was a very pleasant surprise, especially since there are so many other shows that we all already tune into. So you don't know if people are going to like it, especially it being a little different, than most shows, and it was a surprise, but I'm very happy that we were able to do that and still maintain a certain positive thread throughout the season, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do that in season 2.
Well, season 2, you guys have new additions to the cast.
Angie Stone, Latasha Scott.
And I can't wait. Now, TV One, and when is it going to premiere? So I can check it out.
I want to say in April. I don't really remember the exact date right now.
Okay, so
I don't
April.
Even know if they have an exact date, but sometime in April.
R&B Divas. It's K Foxx, it's Faith Evans, and it's Girl Talk. Thank you so much. Flashing Light Support. Let's go.